we're gonna learn how to make some amazing mouth-watering onion rings today. Onion rings are an excellent side dish. Whether you're eating a steak or burgers, it goes really well with everything. And today I'm gonna share my recipe of onion rings that are really crispy. If you don't believe me, then take a look right here. Before we get started, consider subscribing to this channel and hitting that like button. When you hit that like button, it really helps my channel. It tells the almighty YouTube algorithm that this content is great so that it shows it to a lot of people. By the way, full detailed recipe is going to be in the description. For making this recipe, we need 2 medium-sized onions. To start, go ahead and remove all the onion skin. Then you're going to want to cut your onion. You want to cut about 1-inch thick slices of onion, kind of like this, what I'm showing you right now. Oh, and by the way, that's not me. That's my wife doing the cooking. And don't worry, I've taken over the kitchen again, so I'm doing all the cooking in the future videos. Once you've cut the onion, you're going to peel away all the layers. Each individual layer is going to make our onion rings. With 2 medium-sized onions, I was able to make this many onion rings. Also, it's up to you if you want to use the small onion rings. I use everything since I don't waste anything. Next, we're going to make the dry batter. For making the batter, we're going to need 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And next, before we do anything, we're going to first coat our onions with flour. Doing this step is critical as this helps bind the wet batter, which I'll show later in the video. Just make sure each onion ring is properly coated, just like this. Just go ahead and complete all your onion rings, coat them with flour until you have a full tray. Now you're ready for the next step. Next, you want to crack open 2 medium-sized eggs, and then you want to add about half a teaspoon of salt, then add about half a teaspoon of black pepper, and then add half a teaspoon of garlic powder. You're probably thinking, why are you adding garlic powder to an onion ring? Well, it's all for that flavor, but if you don't want to, you don't have to add it. Next, I added half a teaspoon of paprika powder, and after that, whisk everything properly. You gotta whisk it until everything is combined properly. And just to show you, here's what it should look like. Really runny. Some people like to add flour to their wet batter, but I don't. I keep egg wash separate and my flour separate. Next, in another bowl, we're gonna add panko breadcrumbs. Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna use panko for this. If you already don't know, panko is an easy hack for making things crispy. At this point, we're all ready. We have the panko breadcrumbs, we have our egg wash, we have our onion rings, and we have our flour. Next, we're going to do our 5-step process of coating our onion ring. First, take your onion ring, coat it with flour, then put it in the egg wash. Make sure you coat it properly. Then we're going to go again into the flour. Make sure it's coated properly. Then go back to the egg wash and make sure you're applying the egg all the way, not leaving any white spots. Once it's all coated with egg properly, now we're finally ready to put it in the panko. Again, take your time while doing this step. Don't rush it. Don't leave any areas or spots. Make sure everything gets coated properly. I don't recommend using your hands for this step. Use a knife or a fork, as this would allow even coating for the onion rings. I always prefer fork over knife. Do each onion ring at a time, and once you have everything ready to go, now we're ready to fry it all. We're going to be deep frying these onion rings. So go ahead and load up your pan with oil. I'm using normal canola oil. Next, you want to fry it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, as if the temperature is any higher, the panko breadcrumbs will burn much quicker. Finally, we're ready to start frying them. You want to do them in small batches. Don't do them all at once. Otherwise, your onion rings may turn up soggy. I usually fry around 3 to 4 onion rings at a given time. I do this because I want to evenly distribute the heat so that they all turn golden around the same time. If you follow my frying steps properly, then your final product should look something like this. Nice and golden onion ring that is super crispy and crunchy and has a punch of flavor in it. So that's how I make my onion rings. I hope you liked watching it as much as I liked making it. Again, remember to subscribe to this channel and consider liking this video. And also do check out my other videos as I'm listing them here and here. See ya next time.